Okay, it's time to continue Take 5. We're talking about cravings, and here's the deal. We have Dr. Elena Zinkoff with us. If you have questions about cravings, maybe you have something unusual going on, or you just want to learn and grow in different ways, text us 206-448-4545, and we'll ask the doctor. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. So wait, you have a new book, right? Or you
Yes,
have a book?
I do have a book.
It is Crave Reset?
That's right.
So you're helping us reset all of our bad cravings?
Absolutely.
Seriously, this is like a dream come true, because
Yeah.
I've always wondered, why can't I crave broccoli and spinach and celery and
Right.
instead of craving the bread?
Yeah.
So you're saying there really is a solution to that?
There is a solution.
But I like bread, but I'm like, oh, yes.
Well, you're hardwired to crave those things. From a
Okay.
genetic perspective, we're just hardwired to crave the processed carbohydrates, the sugar, the fats, and so it really is about creating awareness about the foods that you're craving. But then the reason why I wrote the book is to really educate people that there can be a bigger issue at hand, like a hormone imbalance or a neurotransmitter imbalance, and so that a lot of times it's not just a matter of willpower.
Really?
That's good to know.
Yeah, so what is like the main thing we need to do to get the process started?
Well, the main thing that you can do is actually start eating better. So really start taking out the junk, the processed foods, the processed carbohydrates, the processed fats, and really incorporating whole foods, healthy sources of fats like nuts, and good amounts of protein and healthy fruits and vegetables. And it takes a while. So frequently people will say, well, I eat so well for like 14 days and then something happens. Well, it takes about 3 months to really kick a habit. So you got to stick with it a little bit long term.
Oh, 3 months. 3 months. So what does it mean, though, if you are craving certain things? Does that mean you have a deficiency somewhere?
Yes, absolutely, and that is a great question, because genetically some people produce more or less of two key neurotransmitters, serotonin and dopamine. And so when somebody has a deficiency in serotonin or dopamine, people tend to have higher carbohydrate cravings, because serotonin is our pleasure-seeking neurotransmitter. So you eat the sugar or the pizza or the ice cream and all of a sudden you feel really good.
Yeah.
And then dopamine is what reinforces that habit. So you have two really key neurotransmitters that can impact your behavior on food. But then also we have hormones. We have hormones like the thyroid hormone and adrenal hormones that dictate our cravings for sweet, salty, and crunchy sometimes.
Huh. So,
Interesting. I was looking to see if there are any questions so far.
Any questions yet?
Not that I have pulled up. I have not pulled up any.
So how do we know if it's time for us to get hormones checked or the serotonin you speak of? Like, how do we know when it's time to do that?
Also, really an excellent question. So my first thing is that, of course, food cravings is just one of the symptoms. So if somebody is always craving something sweet or something salty, that could be a sign of a bigger problem. And there are many specialty lab testing that will help you identify if there is a serotonin or dopamine deficiency. But also look for bigger symptoms, like, are you experiencing weight gain, or are you having anxiety or mood disorders throughout the day, or are you not as emotionally stable as you'd like to be? So all those things, including some digestive issues, can be a sign of a hormone imbalance.
I'm feeling like that's my typical day.
You're in a different stage, though.
But even beforehand, you know, like, I mean, gosh. Well, what do we do, like, if we have, like, what are some good alternatives for, like, let's say, a salty craving?
Yes. So that is one of my go-tos. Is definitely, you can have a whole food, something like, let's say, edamame, which is some soybeans that we frequently find in an Asian market or a restaurant, or kale chips that you can sprinkle with sea salt. So something that can satisfy, or it can be an alternative to something like the potato chips or the tortilla chips. And also hummus is also a great alternative to a salty food.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like we have a text in from someone. Let's see here.
Thoughts on
and of course mine are like totally blurry. Can you look and see? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Someone's 5 months pregnant and only craving sweets and other junk. Any tips for pregnant women on how to stay healthy during their pregnancy with major cravings?
I love this question.
Okay.
Because one of the most important recommendations that I have for people is to, not for people, but for pregnant women in particular, is to really up their protein amount. You need to be eating at least 80 to 90 grams of protein during pregnancy, because your blood sugar does fluctuate, and when your blood sugar fluctuates, that's the time when you're having these sweet cravings.
Okay. And then you're gonna have to take fiber pills, just saying, because you already got
pills,
going on. In pregnancy.
And magnesium.
You know, we keep it real on Take 5. Okay, one quick tip I'd love to get. How do we boost mental performance? Anything we can do to like make ourselves like ultra witty and smart?
Well, since we're talking about serotonin, and since we're talking about food and nutrition and performance, I think things like 5-HTP and things like L-tyrosine are natural precursors for those key neurotransmitters. But my wonder herb, I would say, that anybody can incorporate on a daily basis would be rhodiola.
Rhodiola.
I don't know what that is. Okay.
It's an herb used for centuries, especially in Chinese medicine, but it is known to improve cognitive function.
Okay, I think we need to dig
Superpowers.
deeper. So here's what you can do. Text the word crave to us, 206-448-4545, and you can dig deper and get all the details.
Yeah.
Cravings.
Absolutely.
Fascinating. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Dr. Elena Zinkoff. All right, thank you.